Hey guys, today we're starting on chapter 1, lesson 1. Today we're going to be learning about greatest common factor or GCF and least common multiple LCM. First, we're going to talk about greatest common factor. In our books, we are on page 7. Okay, so GCF stands for, of course, greatest common factor. If you have your book, please write this down in your book. Okay, again, we're on page 7. All right, greatest means the largest or the biggest. Okay, so we're breaking this down. Greatest, all right, or biggest. All right. Common of greatest common factor is the same, so same number. All right. And factor means a number that is multiplied by another number. All right. So our first example on page 8 is number 1. Okay, we're on page 8. All right, so number 1, it says there are 1 slice servings of 3 types of cake on a table. Each row has an equal number of servings and only 1 type of cake. What is the greatest number of servings in each row? Okay, so to figure that out, we are going to list the factors of each number. Okay, so listing each factor of each number. So how we're going to do that is we're going to take 10, we have 15, and 20. All right, and what we're going to do is we are going to list out what times what equals 10. So 1 times 10 is 10. 2 times 5 is 10. Right? Doing the same thing with 15. What times what is 15? So 1 times 15 is 15. Not 2, not 3, but 3. Okay. And 5. Okay. And then we don't have anything for 4. Okay. Lastly, we have 20, which is 1 and 20. 2 and 10. 3, nope. 4, yes. 4 and 5. Okay. So now we're going to look at our numbers. Okay. So we have 5, 5, and 5, and those will be our greatest common factor. The reason why it's your greatest common factor is because it is the biggest out of all the numbers. 1 is a common factor, but that is way too small. 2 is only in 10 and 20, so that is a no-go. 3 is in only 15, so we can't use 3. But 5 is in all 3 of them. So 5 is going to be our answer for number 1. Right? Now let's look at number 2. So number 2 for greatest common factor is GCF of 12 and 18. And now this time they do it a little differently. They have you make a factor tree. So a factor tree is where you break down the number until it is just, you can't factor it anymore. So for example, if we have number 12, which is, we have 12, which is going to be 6 and 2. Okay, I can break 6 down into 3 and 2. They want you to make sure that everything is broken down until you can't break it down anymore. Okay, do not say, okay, 2, 2, and 1, okay, and keep doing that. That's a no-go. All right, make sure that they are just regular numbers that can be multiplied to that number. Okay, so okay, if we have 18 over here, let's say 9 and 2. Okay, break that down to 3 and 3. Okay, again, this is the lowest we can go out of all of these. Do not try to break down 3 again by doing 3 times 1. All right, so if we take our numbers, we have 3, 2, and 2, and over here we have 3, 3, and 2. Okay, I'm getting these numbers from here. Okay, the end parts of our tree. All right, those are all going to go right down here. All right, so then I'm going to compare. So I have a 3 here, I have a 3 here. I don't have another 3 over on this side, but I do have a 2. and a 2. So I'm going to multiply 3 times 2 and get 6. Okay, and that's how you can find your greatest common factor for 12 and 18. If you don't like doing it this way, again, you can go back to doing it the other way, which is going to be 12 and 18, and then say what times what is 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 are all factors of 12. And then 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18 are factors of 18. And again, as you can see, we have 1 as a common factor, but it needs to be the biggest common factor. 2, nope. 3, getting close. But 6 is our greatest common factor. Okay, so 6 is our answer. All right, so now we're going to go on to least common multiples. So least common multiples, LCM, stands for least common multiple. Okay, so that means it's the smallest. Sorry, least common factor. Oh, sorry, least common multiple. I did it wrong. Okay, and this is on page 7 again. So this is supposed to be multiple. Okay. All right, so let's break it down. So least means the smallest. Okay. All right. Common is the same number. All right. And multiple is the product. So our answer, so the product of a number times a number. All right, and I'll show you guys what that means here in a second. All right, so if we turn to page 9 in our books, we are on example 3 up at the top, okay? And it gives us 2 different ways we can do this. I'm just going to go over method 2 because I think that might be the easiest on how to do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to list out the different multiples of 2 and 3. So when I say that, you're going to go, okay, 2, all right, so then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, dot, 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 okay? All right, 3, we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, dot, 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 dot. All right, so these are the multiples of 2, okay? So just like your multiplication facts, these are the multiples of each number, okay? So now if we look through, we can try to find our least. We want the smallest, okay? Smallest out of all these numbers, okay? Because even though 12 is here, we want the smallest of them all. So 2 is not there, 4, okay, 6, it looks like 6 is our smallest so far. And then we have 12, so out of 6 and 12, we would say that 6 is going to be the smallest, least common multiple, okay? So our answer here is 6. Okay. Next, we have on that same page, page 9, we have a least common multiple of 14 and 21. So just like the factor tree on the other page, we are going to break this down. So we have 7 times 2, which is 14, and then 7 times 3 equals 21. So what we're going to do now is we are going to actually multiply all of these numbers together. So since there's already a 7 and a 7, we're only going to write 7 one time, all right? All right, so 7 times 2 times 3, okay? And we're going to get 42 as our answer. And again, if you don't want to do it this way, you can always list out the factors of 14 and 21. So a factor of 14 would be 14, 28, 42, dot, dot, dot. And then 21 would be 21, 42, 63, dot, dot, dot. Okay, same result, different way of doing it. Okay, our last one is going to be on page 10. Okay, example 5. So page 10, example 5, it says Anestro has painting class every 2 weeks. Camilla has a pottery class every 5 weeks. Anestro and Camilla met at the art building for class this week. How many weeks will they have? Will it be until they see each other? So we are going to list out our least common multiples, okay? So this one is an LCM, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to list out each multiple of 2 and 5. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. All right. You don't have to do that many, but I like doing enough just so I have enough room to see what I'm doing. All right. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. And let's look. Okay. So we want to find the smallest common multiple. Okay. So 2, nope. 4, nope. 6, nope. All right. 10 looks like it is our smallest, our least common multiple, okay? If you kept going on 2, you would get 20, but again, the smallest common multiple that they have would be 10, okay? So our least common multiple would be 10. So that means that Camilla and Anestro won't see each other again for another 10 weeks, all right? If you guys need help with anything, please email me. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be glad to answer anything. I will be on starting on November 30th. I will be on at 1:45. If you have any questions, okay, please let me know. Have a good day.